this investigation?
I wouldn't get into yet what we've found because the report is about to be released. We have been waiting for many, many weeks now to get final classification and other markings from the department and its components so that we know what we can release publicly, because we want to make sure we can let the public see what has occurred in addition to the members who obviously can get all of the information. So I am hoping that that can be released in the very near term. I will say the other thing is, as I think you may know, it held us up for a little bit of time, is this review got caught up in the DEA several years ago refusing to provide us with timely access to information. And so for about a year, we were trying to get certain records that we were not being given. That has moved on, and so we were able to finally complete the review towards the end of last year.
You were able to get those records?
We finally were able to get those records. That's where the IG Empowerment Act was so important, to have our components understand what Congress expected. I think you will see a very full report about what occurred there, and information that I think will answer a number of very important questions you and other members have raised.
Has the legal framework regarding access to information by the Inspector General's offices impacted the ability of your agencies to conduct reviews?
It has until about a year or so ago, when finally we got complete and full cooperation starting from FBI and DA, but it delayed the Honduras review, or it impacted the Honduras review. It impacted our review of sexual misconduct and harassment by the 4 law enforcement components. DEA and FBI held up records. It affected our materials witness warrant review. It impacted our national security letters review. I could go on the reviews it impacted, but I'm pleased to report that with the IG Empowerment Act going through, I think in my instance, I'm hoping those days are behind us.
Thank you. Last year, the New Orleans Advocate reported on the federal case against 2 DEA agents. The investigation of the DEA's New Orleans office revealed improper conduct within a multi-agency drug task force. A member of that task force faces 9 counts, including drug trafficking, falsifying seizure reports, and robbery. Another member operated as a DEA task force officer despite not having the required security clearance. He was allowed, he was allowed to access DEA workspace and transport seized drugs. Does the Inspector General or the Government Accountability Office plan to investigate misconduct within multi-agency drug task forces?
So on that issue, as you noted, we were involved in that case, or are involved in that case. That's public, given the public filings to date. And I can assure you we are investigating that aggressively. We're working that with the FBI and the DEA, and we will pursue all of the information we have gathered in that matter, but I can't go into, obviously, the details of any investigation, but it is public that we are investigating.
Any idea when that investigation will conclude?
I wouldn't even begin to suggest, having been a prosecutor myself in my earlier career, it really depends what the information shows and where the evidence takes us, and we'll obviously want to pursue every lead, because as you noted, these are serious allegations, and some of them are now public through the charging documents that have been filed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you, and the chair now recognizes Mr.